Hello everyone, it's Wendy with Entrepreneur by Design, where we discuss all things small business. Now, I know I haven't sent a video out for a while for you guys, and some people actually emailed me and said, "Where's your videos? I miss them." And like, how sweet is that? I never expected that. But anyways, today I want to talk to you about something that happened to me in the Philippines, and this is going to directly relate to accountability. Accountability in your general life or accountability in your business. So first I'll start by telling the story and telling you where I have been for the last 2 weeks and why you haven't got a video from me. So I decided out of the blue to take a little volunteer excursion to the Philippines. So I went all by myself, and I went with a company called Go Eco, where they plan tours to different destinations to help out the local communities. So this was a volunteer project to help build a kindergarten, and it was in a really remote village right on the ocean, which was beautiful, but a long ways away from any real civilization or hotels or anything like that. I had to actually take 3 flights, 2 tuk-tuks, and a van to get to where I was going. So when I got there, I was like in total shock of what the accommodation was like. But imagine being in a village, a very poor village, and you have to live the way they live because there just is not any other facilities. So I enter what is my accommodation for 5 nights, and that happens to look exactly like a jail cell with 4 bunk beds in there to share this room with 4 other girls. And the washroom they showed me they showed me the shower, and they're like, here's your shower, and it was seriously a bucket of water on the ground with a little scoop thing that you put the water over your head to shower. So I was like, okay, so I go camping. I have no problem with camping. So I said, I can do this. I can live like this for a week. And so that started the journey, and I had a great time there. The experience was absolutely amazing, giving back to the community. And when I was there, I was extremely careful with how I ate because it was such a remote location. And so I thought I need to be really careful with how I eat. And I brought my little handy dandy filter water bottle here to make sure that all the water, even the water that was bottled, I would refilter and put through here to make sure that I didn't get any stomach viruses or get sick while I was there. So this did actually end up working out well, and they made all the food local and made it fresh. It was all root vegetables that had skins on it, no lettuce or dairy or anything like that. So the food got a little boring because it was, root vegetables, rice, and chicken pretty much for every meal except for eggs for breakfast. But it was still tasty. There was some sauces and stuff I could put on it, and some chocolate to go on bananas and things like that. But anyways, I followed all the rules, and I used my bottle the entire time and felt amazing for that 5 days. And then at the end of my trip, because I, was roughing it for 5 days, I planned to stay in a hotel, 4-star hotel for 2 nights and do a little touring. So I rock up to this hotel, and because I had been roughing it for so long, they meet me when I'm checking in. They meet me with this glass of ice cold cucumber water with ice cubes in it, and are like, "Here, ma'am, would you like to have this water, this cucumber water?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, like, it's a fancy hotel. I think I can do this." And so I asked them, "Are the ice cubes purified?" And so they're like, "Oh yes, ma'am, the water's purified, the ice cubes are purified, everything's purified." So I just went for it. Really just kind of weakness, I feel, on my behalf. Just feeling like, oh, I just need this cold cucumber water after, having only warm bottled water for 5 days. So I drank it. And then, of course, lo and behold, the next day, so less than 24 hours, probably 12 hours, I have unreal traveler's stomach and a headache. So I'm like, great. And now, how does this relate to accountability in a small business? Well, really, I did not hold myself accountable to follow through with my plan of only drinking purified water while I was in the Philippines. So I did not hold myself accountable, and I just said, whatever, I'm going to just drink this juice anyways, just, doesn't matter what's going to happen. So, and then I got a bad result. So really, within your small business, you also need to hold yourself accountable. so that you get things done. You know, like all the little things that you don't normally want to do, the planning and the, you know, your marketing, even like things that don't light you up, are things that you have to hold yourself accountable to get done. Now, there's two ways to hold yourself accountable. One is to do it yourself with a calendar and making sure that you put absolutely all your must-dos into a calendar and never venture from that calendar. And if it's an emergency and you have to make a change, then you must replace it in your calendar. So that's one quick way of holding yourself accountable. The other way to hold yourself accountable in a small business is to have an accountability buddy. So that's what I like to do, where I have another person, another small business owner, not a family member or a friend, but another small business owner, hold me accountable to get goals done that I have set for myself. So there's a couple quick tips there about accountability and how drinking cucumber water in the Philippines is just as much holding yourself accountable as getting stuff done in your small business. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I am going to put a link below so that you can read more about accountability. I've got lots of good tips on my blog, so feel free to click through and take a read. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will be sending you regular videos from now on. No more crazy trips to the Philippines. Take care.